Hey, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single wonder weapon in Zombies history. Now, guys, before we get into this video, I really wanted to make sure that you guys understand that this is my personal opinion. Hello? Yeah, I'm just letting the people know it's my personal opinion right now. Oh, they don't understand that. Oh, right, they have Down syndrome. Oh, how could I forget? None of this is my personal opinion. It's actually all facts. So, anything you guys say otherwise is wrong. And, yeah, let's get into it. Now, guys, coming in the number 24 spot, we have the VR11. Now, let me just tell you guys, like, what the fuck? Who actually uses this gun? I don't even know how this gun works, honestly. I know it turns them into, like, CIA agents and shit, but, like, am I failing to see what the point of this wonder weapon is? Like, it doesn't kill zombies. Like, coming in at number 23 spot, guys, we have the jet gun, and honestly, this one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, like, if you're, if you have the right amount of chromosomes, you would know that, like, the jet gun's probably not a good weapon. But the thing is, if you're smart with this gun, you can actually still use it and have it be relatively effective. But it's very just like, I feel like it's almost pointless, honestly, and it breaks. Coming in at number 22 spot, we have the Winter's Howl, and let me say this, let me tell you guys this. This weapon is relatively fun to use, I'm not going to lie. But the one big drop-off is that it has a huge damage drop-off. As well, it doesn't have any ammo. So, I mean, I think it's also pretty self-explanatory that this weapon is pretty shit. Not really much else to say. It was on 2 of the hardest maps in Zombies history. And I was talking to my friend about this whole situation where, like, this gun would have fit better on Call of the Dead. And if you had the VR11 on 5, because, CIA agents and snow, Alright, guys, now coming in at number 21. And I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this one. To be honest, I really don't give a fuck, because my opinion is better than you. It's the ray gun, the OG wonder weapon, I guess you can classify it as. And honestly, I don't even think this is a wonder weapon. It's like, it's shit. I'm not gonna lie. The Black Ops 1 ray gun wasn't too bad. I mean, it, did damage. BO2 was fine, but in BO3 there was just something wrong with it. And just compared to all these other wonder weapons, guys, it's just not good. It's not up to par. And splash damage is bad. And if a wonder weapon's not good for offensive and defensive, which is honestly huge. I didn't even mention it, by the way. I think defensive wonder weapons are probably the best, but the ray gun isn't good for really offense or defense, so like it's practically pretty useless. I don't know. All right, guys, now placing in at number 20, we have the Scavenger, and let me tell you guys this weapon is fucking beautiful, but there's always a but, there's just a damage drop-off. It's the main reason people haven't made it to 100 yet on Call of Dead, because, there's no actual crazy good wonder weapon that's at least infinite damage. And this weapon has a drop-off after around 40, making it pretty fucking useless, not gonna lie. Speaking of infinite damage, we have the KT4 placing in at the number 19 spot. Now, let me tell you guys this. The KT4 is honestly not too bad. It's basically like the Solidifier, which, I'm just gonna say this now, ranks way higher than this. And the only reason I placed it this low is because it has bad ammo. Now, I'd be fine with this weapon. Honestly, I think it has a better effect than the Solidifier, but once again, it lacks in ammo. And I guess you can counter that by using Alchem and stuff, but just saying. Just saying. Number 18 spot, we have the Void Bow. Guys, the Void Bow is like not honestly that bad. It's still pretty good, honestly, but it just goes back to that whole thing that's like, it's not good for offensive or defensive, honestly. And the only reason I placed it a little bit higher is because, it's infinite damage, which is pretty good. Any wonder weapon that's infinite damage, honestly, ranks relatively high in my book. But it's just, I don't know, the Void Bow has never been my favorite. Now, placing it at number 17, we have the wind staff, the autistic staff. And yeah, the wind staff, guys, it's absolutely beautiful. It's probably my favorite staff in the lower rounds. Pretty sure you guys already heard that before, for many people, actually. But, once it kind of goes up and the damage drop-off comes, that's when it kind of starts to suck ass. And that's why place is the lowest out of all staffs. Or staves. Placing at number 60 spot, we got the Wonder Waff. Now, the Wonder Waff, guys, it's honestly one of my favorite wonder weapons. I love the BO3 Wonder Waff so much more than the old ones because it's actually very good for defensive. You can shoot it at the ground, and it just takes all the zombies away. Now, I have to say, I know this wonder weapon wasn't very good in the beginning of BO3. And people, for some reason, still have that same image that this wonder weapon's broken, but it's really not. It's actually fucking beautiful. It's honestly one of the best defensive weapons, and I really love using this weapon a lot, guys. I say you guys should try this out. Honestly, it's actually very fun to use. And, yeah. Number 15 spot, the Paralyzer. You can fucking fly with it. Number 14 spot, guys, we got the Ray Gun Mark II. And the reason this is ranking lower than what you guys may have ranked it at is because, sure, it's great for offensive, but it's lacking majorly in defensive. Now, one thing that the Ray Gun Mark I has above this is the splash damage. That can be used for some defensive purposes. Say you're like in a corner, but you're not exactly in a corner. You guys get the point, right? No, just like it's honestly pretty good. Like, you can get to very high rounds with it, but like, let's say it's round 40, you get trapped in a corner, you're probably gonna die. And that's why rank's relatively low. I gotta say though, on Origins, this wonder weapon's an absolute fucking must. Like, it anally penetrates that fucking Panzer so easily. It's just like, coming on to number 13 spot, guys, we have the baby gun, and this gun is honestly, I don't know why I'm even ranking it so high now that I think about it. I really don't like this weapon, but at the same time, I guess I get the argument that it's very good because it has a ton of ammo. It's okay for offensive. Not so sure about the defensive part though, because the zombies can still hit you and kill you. I feel like the damage you take from the baby zombies was actually lowered in BO3, so I really don't know. Now, at the number 12 spot, we have the wave/zap gun. I don't really know what you guys want to call it. I would say if we were going to base this just off the wave gun, it would probably rank a little bit higher, but it's still the zap gun and the wave gun. Zap gun's honestly not very good. It's just like, it's like a bootleg wonder weapon, honestly. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool wonder weapon. Great for defense and offense, honestly. And that's that. Now, placing in at number 11, we have the fire staff, and I love the staff, honestly. It's just an overall cool looking staff. It's great for killing the panzers, it's great for killing zombies, and it's just one of those weapons I really don't have anything bad to say about. I mean, it's just the fire staff, you know? It's the fire staff. Number 10, ray gun Mark III. I don't know why this gun doesn't get more love, because if this wasn't the thing, okay, I would not have even come close to round 50 on Garage Kurobi, okay? This weapon is an absolute machine. Now, I have to say there is a huge damage drop-off after 45, but it's still great for defensive purposes. If you're trapped, or you're about to get trapped, what you can shoot from the left gun slows down the zombies. And I mean, that's just, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful effect, and it works perfectly on Garage Kurobi. I gotta say, it's the perfect mix of offense and defense. You know, the ray gun Mark I really lacked both. Mark II lacked defense, and this one is like the complete package. It's the complete package, motherfucker. Now, but for real, it's just, it's beautiful. Also, P.S. Garage Kurobi is the best map of all time. Coming in at the number 9 spot, the lightning staff. Great staff. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have the ice staff. Now, I hate this weapon, and I also love it, because let me just tell you guys this. This weapon is probably the strongest staff, and the only issue I have with it is, especially on BO3, you can die so fucking easily because the zombies hit so fast. And I mean, Widow's Wine is good and all, but I feel like this was better in BO2 because the zombies hit speed. I feel like though this was better than BO2 because the zombies hit speed wasn't so crazy. And you know, back in BO2 the zombies weren't on cocaine all the time. So yeah, this weapon just doesn't work because like when you shoot it, it just doesn't have an immediate effect, which is really bad. If you can use it safely though, if you're smart, this is an amazing wonder weapon. Probably top 5. But it comes in a little bit lower because it's very easy to die with. Now, number 7, guys, we have the Silico Fire. Pretty much like the KT4. I would honestly argue the effect of the KT4 is better, but this just has a lot more ammo. So, number 6 spot, guys. The main reason I'm pissed that Mob of the Dead was not remastered. The Vitrolic Withering. I fucking love this gun, by the way. Let me just... Okay. So, I have a hard-on for the defensive weapons, guys. This is like the god of defensive weapons, okay? It's beautiful. You shoot it and it's like just a crazy ton of monkey bombs, okay? It's beautiful. It probably is one of the coolest looking wonder weapons. I love using it with Electric Cherry. It's just very fun to use. It's beautiful. And why didn't they remaster Mob of the Dead? Coming into the number 5 sky, guys, we have the Wolf Bow. And this is very similar to the Fire Bow, which is what I'm going to get into pretty soon. And the reason I'm ranking this lower than the Fire Bow is because it has some trouble killing the entire train. But aside from that, I mean, it's amazing. I got to 94 on Horizon Rock with this weapon, so gotta say, it's pretty good. Now, of course, number 4 spot is the Fire Bow, and it's pretty much honestly the same effect. People think that the Fire Bow is not very good because once you shoot it, it doesn't have an immediate effect, but it really does. Those zombies that are trapped in the volcano are actually dead. It's just an animation. You can go right through them. It's just a visual thing. This takes out the entire horde a lot easier, and it's literally the same effect as the Wolf Bow, so I mean, I don't know. This bow doesn't get enough credit. Now, placing in at number 3, we have the Thunder Gun. What else can I say? The OG Wonder Weapon. I mean, yes, the Wonder Wop, yes, the Ray Gun, but like, the OG Wonder Weapon. Just absolutely just... And number 2 spot, guys, we have the Lightning Bow. This bow was nerfed. Okay, listen, I may have placed this higher had it not been for the nerf. This really could have come into the number 1 spot, honestly. Like, this is an amazing weapon. Great defense, great offense. It's beautiful. It's like the complete package. It's the total package. But it just had some nerfs, and just quite unfortunate. Now, guys, if you guys have the right amount of chromosomes, once again, you probably guess what's going to be at the number 1 spot, and it is the Apothecon Servant. Now, guys, this wonder weapon isn't even a weapon. It's a fucking, like, hentai thing that you literally shove your hand up its ass and, like, just creates this hole, like, kills zombies and protects you, so it's It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure at this point, guys, that you probably know why this is the greatest weapon in zombies history. If you don't, you're probably retarded. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Like I said, this is my personal opinion, but my opinion is way better than yours. But if you guys want to leave down your comments, I mean, they're irrelevant as fuck, but I mean, if you want to. And of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.